little vinyasa flow practice. So vinyasa in yoga is the connection between the asanas. So it's where we flow between the different poses that we often practice in yoga. So without further ado, make sure you've got something comfy on and step onto the mat. So we'll start with a quick little ease out. So stand feet hip distance apart, shoulders down and back, tailbone slightly tucked under, and we'll just lower the gaze or close the eyes. Take a moment to tune in to the breath, tune into the body. Just noticing how you're feeling, noticing how the breath is moving through the body. Really try and connect into that breath. See if you can breathe through the nose. Trying to find a steady inhale and exhale. And just notice where the weight is in your feet. Can you bring that weight even between both feet? Thinking about lifting the insteps, so pulling up, rising all the way from the soles of the feet. Lovely. So if you can, keep your eyes closed for this. We're just going to take the weight forwards towards the toes, over towards the right, back towards the heels, and then over to the left. So you're going in a little circle, taking the weight around the feet. If you're feeling a little bit wobbly, feel free to open the eyes. But just notice, if you can keep the eyes closed, how that changes your balance, how it changes how you connect into your body. Hopefully you're more aware of those subtle alterations the body makes to keep you upright. We'll take those circles in the opposite direction. Maybe you've had a little peek, opened your eyes. You can close the eyes again. Fantastic. And then bring the weight even between both feet. We'll give the heels a little walk. Fab. And then we'll inhale, take the arms out and up as you lift the heels, coming up onto the toes. Exhale, lower the heels, bring the hands down towards prayer in front of the heart. Lovely. Inhale, take the arms out and up, lift the heels. Really reach up towards the ceiling. And then exhale, lower the heels. Fab. Once more. Inhale. And exhale. Lovely. This time keep those heels down, but we'll take the arms out and up. Great. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms to face up, and we're going to bend to the right. Inhale up to center, and exhale over to the left. Great. Inhale, center. Release the hands. So bring the hands down onto the lower back, fingers facing down. Little bend in the knees. Tuck the tailbone under, lift the ribcage, lift the chest, open the heart up towards the ceiling. So you can keep the chin in towards the chest, or you can lift that gaze up. Great, bringing yourself all the way back up to center. Slide the hands around onto the front of the legs. A little bend in the knees, and we're hinging forward from the hips. Great, keep sliding the hands down the legs. Coming into a forward fold. So keep a nice bend in the knees for now, just as we're starting to warm up. Lovely. Coming back out the way we came in, so slide the hands up the legs, lengthen through the spine, draw yourself all the way up to standing. Fantastic. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms to face up. Deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale, bending to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Hands to prayer. Draw the hands down to prayer in front of the heart. Again, little bend in the knees. Tuck the tailbone under. Lift the rib cages, lift the chest. Open the heart up towards the ceiling. Chin stays tucked in or looking up. Inhale, center. Exhale, folding forward. Hinge from the hips. Try and find length through the spine. Weight slightly forwards towards the toes. And then release the hands down towards the mat. Fantastic. Bring the hands back to prayer in front of the heart. Inhale, lengthen up. Great, use those muscles, draw yourself all the way back up to standing. Inhale, take the arms out and up. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms face up. Exhale and bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. This time we're going to see if we can keep the arms lifted. So a little bend in the knees, tuck the tailbone. Lift the ribcage, lift the chest, bending back. Inhale up to center. Exhale, hinging forward. Keep those arms lifted if you can, or bring them down onto the legs. So take your time with this movement, control it. Navel slightly drawn in. Fantastic. Bring the hands down towards the mat or onto the legs. Really relax into that forward fold. Lovely. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Draw yourself all the way up to standing. Exhale, bring the hands down to prayer in front of the heart. Lovely. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit warmer. Great. We'll come to stand towards the front of the mat. So make sure you've got enough room in front of you and behind you. We're going to start by going into tree with our left leg turned out. So weight into the right foot, turning that left knee out. Either stay on the toes if you're feeling wobbly. If you've got a mantelpiece or a wall to hand, you can always hold on to that. Or foot to the calf, or foot to the inside of the thigh. So finding that tree pose, feeling nice and grounded. So we're starting our flow with that feeling of balance and connection to the earth. If you're feeling all good, take those arms out and up. Great. If you can, keep the arms lifted. You're going to release the leg, turn the knee to face front. See if you can stretch that foot out in front. Doesn't have to be super high. And then we'll bend that knee, float it out behind, coming towards warrior 3. So arms don't have to stay lifted. You can always bring them onto the hips. Fantastic. Find that balance in warrior 3. And then nice bend in the knee. Lower the back foot down. We're coming towards warrior 2. So wriggle around as much as you need to. Find that warrior 2 position. Looking over the right hand. Wonderful. We're going to go into reverse warrior. Lower the left hand onto the left leg. Right arm comes up and over. Lovely. Windmill the arms back through warrior 2. Shoulders down away from the ears. And then we'll bring right elbow onto the right knee. Left arm comes up and over, coming into extended side angle. Fantastic. Think about creating a line of energy from the outside edge of that left foot to the fingertips of the left hand. Wonderful. So we're going to bring that left hand down towards the mat, turning on the left toes. Reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, coming into a little twist. You're doing great. Sweep that right hand down, frame the right foot, step back for plank or pop the knees down. Lovely, nice strong plank. Press away through the hands, lifting up out of the mat. And then elbows tucked in, shift the weight forward, lower down onto your front. Fantastic, untuck the toes. We're coming up for cobra or baby cobra. Shoulders down away from the ears, hips rooted. Lovely. Exhale, lower back down onto your front. Tuck your toes, press into the hands. Lift up either through plank or keep the knees down, and then send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Lovely. Take a couple of breaths here in down dog. Use it as a resting position. Lovely. Lift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Step forwards with the right, step forwards with the left. Feet hip distance apart. We're going to come up via chair. So deep bend into the knees. Sweep the arms up. Send the weight back towards the heels. Think about tucking the tailbone under slightly. Engage the lower abdominal muscles. And then deep breath in. Exhale, straighten through the legs. Coming all the way up to standing. Lovely work. Ready to go on the other side. So we'll take our weight into the right foot this time. In fact, no we won't, because that's what we did last time. Rights and lefts. Come on, Freya. We'll take our weight into our left foot, turning the right knee out. So either staying on the toes, bringing the foot to the calf, or bringing the foot to the inside of the thigh. Fab. So find your balance in tree. Think about lifting up through the upper body. That will help you balance. If you're feeling steady, taking the arms out and up. Shoulders down away from the ears. Lovely. Either keep the arms lifted. You can always bring the hands down to prayer. Whatever feels best for you. Releasing that foot, sending that right knee out in front. And see if you can stretch that right foot out in front of you again. Doesn't have to be super high. Keep lifting up through the upper body. And then bend that knee. Float the foot out behind, coming towards warrior three. Remember, hands can be in prayer. They could be on the hips, so you could keep those arms lifted. Find your balance in warrior three. And then bend into the supporting leg. Lower that back foot down. Coming into warrior two. Wriggle the feet around as much as you need to. Lovely. Lower the right hand onto the right leg. Left arm comes up and over. Reverse warrior. Keep bending into that left knee. Inhale, coming back through warrior two. Shoulders down. And then bringing left elbow onto the left knee. Right arm comes up and over. Great. Again, that line of energy from the outside edge of the right foot to the fingertips of the right hand. That right hand's coming down towards the mat. Pivot on the right foot, coming into the lunge, twisting, lifting that left hand up towards the ceiling. Wonderful. Bring that hand down. Frame the front foot. Step back for plank or pop the knees down. Nice, strong, steady plank. Elbows stay tucked into the sides of the body. Lower down onto your front. Untuck the toes. Inhale, coming up into cobra or baby cobra. Lovely. Lower down onto your front. Tuck the toes, press into the hands. Lift yourself up through plank or keep the knees down, and then send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Great, lift the gaze towards the front of the mat. Step forward left, right, feet hip distance apart, ready for chair. Bend into the knees, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Remember, try and tuck that tailbone a little, engage the lower abdominals. Deep breath in. Exhale, straighten through the legs. Bring the hands down to prayer in front of the heart. Fantastic. Release the hands. Nice bend in the knees. Chin in towards the chest. We're going to roll down through the spine. Nice and steady. Let those hands hang. Let gravity do the work. Lovely. Once you've reached your full forward fold, we're just going to keep bending into the knees. If you can, try and keep the hands lifted and sit yourself down. But if you need to pop the hands down behind you, then do. We're just going to continue rolling down, so make sure you've got enough room behind you. Nice and steady, really take your time with this. You could always hold on around the back of the thighs. Use those abdominal muscles. Fantastic. Bringing the whole of the body down onto the mat. Great. So once you're there, we're just going to cross the right leg over the left leg. Take the arms out at shoulder height. Elbows bent into sort of cactus arms. And then we're going to take the knees over to the left, twisting through the spine. And we'll look over the right shoulder. So if this is too intense a twist for you, just uncross the legs and stack the knees instead. Think about the breath moving into the right side of the body. Using that breath to create space through the body. And then we'll inhale, draw the knees all the way up to center. Uncross the legs, cross them over the other way. Just take a moment, make sure everything's realigned. And then knees going over to the right. Move my microphone back. Looking over the left shoulder. Again, connect into that breath. Use the breath to create space through the left side of the body. Inhale. Draw those knees up to center. Uncross the legs. Give the knees a little hug in. Give the spine a bit of a rock. And then rocking yourself up to sitting. Fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little flow. We will, over the weeks, start to add extra bits into the flow. Maybe start whole different vinyasa flows. And yeah, see how you get on. If you enjoyed it, you can always practice it a few times through. See how you feel. Yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Om Shanti.